Mama Kwabani Adwenkyere 101 so a higher TP Boost Media Production away. And you are me, be a friend or den ho dimpa or so be a name say dimpa. Now program be a dear banner ya tuni din say fatherless. Ye ka fatherless kra na sebi ase kire ne sen say abofra woni agya anase obi a woni ohwesofo de bema woni nchen anase bi a ye gya ne papa agya no ho anase obi a bi o krampa ne ma me na agya no ho na se matena ha emi kwa mitimi ntena ha nyede enye to be because matena ha kasa bia na ma free nkrofo bebria mo bia be kire na dwene wa ha sei ne me pese mi nwa ba bi wo nchen wa ha sebi onu susu ni mu odin yi. Sofo Mame, one can sit down one day.
Good evening to everybody. Thank you so much to TP Boost Media for giving us this opportunity to come here. The entire go for framing. Also for Mame Rascal, they say I don't like nonsense. Be plain. Me sugarcoated all my words.
Okay. So
far as it's in the Bible, and it brings health, and it brings happiness to people. No, that's what I'm for. Me sugarcoated because me ni munti. So what I say, and that's all your madam funti. Mami can in favor no. Me comedy Sofo. Wise House Chapel International. Hello, Pastor Ryan. Love you there. And that's how I became also a Messiah youth pastor as well. That's why I'm youth from Kwalana. I'm charity, diamity, everything. You know, just to fit in because I don't judge them. I take them as they are. The word of God in Ankasani and Kwaladia. You know, a child of God, children of God. I hope we say whatever we say in so a better che akomano. Said the bear, you know, a bit timid. A Huadani, and EJ about Abusium.
Yeah, Mr. Mo, you know, I will show me. We'll show you Hasia. Program no bia na wo kwa adwuma e bia na wo fie bia na wo ya ade a won se wo nwa bia obeso wo hwe no bia onu krampo ni internet bia wo tina hwe wo so a wo ko YouTube a TP Boost Media o click pe wo hu se bell na ba no click bell no so bia bia no so sabeka because we can we the tosun sia I fatherless a obi a che na adwuma me ma ne bia betena se e ma ne bia betena e be kire mo adwuma mo cho and then me pese me bisa Sofo Mame. No Sofo Mame anya too because Sofo Mame obi a wo hwehwe na ne hwehwe de kakra but anya no ha o si atimi bisa no bebre Sofo Mame ye can say fatherless and I say abofra woni agya asen kra na wo ti ase.
Okay, me that say for this opportunity you can say fatherless no me Rebecca say akola woni agya but me no I will say you both akola oni agya in the way say akola oni or be look up to or no. It could be a mother, as you said in the beginning, no, and it could be because of bad time it is a papa or a papa, S.I. Mame, and the money back. So akola only any of them, no. But because we have used the word father, no, into the papa no so.
Okay.
Say akola only a ja, na bravo.
Okay. And that was silly. Now, and bia Mr. Tifri also. So what I say. In Mountain Colassa no kuta.
Hey, I said wait there because I have to be careful with how I say it. Me man kasaya 4.
Man kasaya 4.
But me was 7 adopted children.
7 adopted
on
children.
top of it.
So
11. In all together no Chrome high 11. But Ghana so dey be brave.
Ghana so dey be brave.
Ghana dey be brave.
So man not be brave na only mo nyina dodo no so.
Minim all dodo. At least all together no yes can say 20. Together.
Okay. Now Kolana first 11 in now no say me can of 4 no me can 11 in now no omo nyina agya no mo omo abrabo
Debi
omo nyina agya
no obi o ha ne agya na abrabo
to do say no mo de omo no do say no mo de ni
fan say be emu be 4 bi de omo papa no ni omo abrabo yes
so when abrabo so what here see na say
what here see pa
okay number 4 sebe omuni bema wo mu ntem no ya de na say we Sofo Mame na we nan sebe won kola bebre sebe bi wo ha sebe wan ko kakra wan ka America de so me sure sebe ni aba
yeah
en kola omuni agya na sebe bema wo mu ntem no omunte tie te say
in some cases make can good and bad In some cases, in a good, say papa phone in your brabo. That's why I say you know my friend was Sofo Mame Jennifer because I don't sugarcoat anything I say.
Okay.
In some cases, a good, say papa phone in your brabo. And in some cases, a bad, say papa phone in your brabo. Where I make us say a good, any good no, so a good so many or my brabo money. When the child's life is at danger, for the father's presence being there, i.e., we are talking about child abuse.
Okay.
So what did they mention us? Because obi oha papa no wa brabo no dia papa ni di ye maame no ne papa akwala no se papa ni wa they are better off. So what did they mention us? I a bro abuse in both physical and mental, you know, the child is not learning anything, but rather no obenyini abeye better and now obenyini abeheti papa no more, because this is what I saw. And children nowadays, they are very intelligent. They are watching you. They might not say anything, but they are watching you. So if you sow a good seed on a good lander, you will reap it nice and beautifully. But if you sow it on the rocker, and as if you sow it on the filthy lander, trust me, there will be diama one. So in that case, you know, if the father is not there, and knowing, I believe we said it would be better for him to step back a bit and not being there and rather get help. And then later, no, if we will help the person, no, make I say, and you good say only one money or ya pamano, Debbie. So what did they mention? It could be say, oh, here help. So let's push him aside, help him to find help and work on himself, and then we reunion them back together. That's if we can. That's where I make us say, and when it say sometimes, you know, when there's a problem that needs to be addressed, no, no, papa, you know, okay. So what did they mention? I say, let's move into the good side when it's good for them to be there. And I say, there's no problem. Just the mother and father no what issues in it, you know. Not almost pushing in Colano aside, not almost separating. Then one no. In this case, you know, you ask the Oban, you are not doing your child any favor. It's 1+1 fight. It's 1+1 argument. What does that got to do with the third person, which is Obano? The child have every right to see their dad. It didn't work out between me and you. Please do. Okay. Oba only bear man and a worry. It's 1+1 agreement. And I'm a Sofo Mame or Moko registry, Namoko worry, yes? So that's 1+1 equals to Mumien. Now, what has that got to do with Mobana Mawono, which is the third person? No? If me and you have a problem, Nasa Anya Juma between the two of us, that's between the two of us. The child that we have brought into this world, you know, has every right to see their father or their mother. If it didn't work out between the two of you, something must be put in place for the child not to miss out.
Oh, hallelujah. So, Mama Rascal, and the what's not me per se, what church you will be, and no one will tell you. Mamma could be a higher T people's media, and Mr. So, program here, Obia was so a sick a cra. I'm a program in El Coso, 10 Biano, to say, oh, bet check in, you be a cray here, be a nice Muka Cran, JGM event, JGM events in this one, no one can say, and then can say, yeah, so they say, it will so can be an super so we will be a bear, say, oh, warrior, sell, oh, two bedding, so one can say, oh, your birthday. And I say,
anything
be a wood jewel. Divorce class of Mame Rascal,
divorce party.
So, Mamma, now also, all Cassano can be said, all can said the year and the end. Now, be big a crime, media to me, see me beside one year. Above Fran, papa, and then my message so a tiffy. Not only in Nas, so no, a behave, who said only in I or my said, say, Jana said now, but Aqualana Cassasso Nancasano, or no answer so angel, no son said, yes, Aqualanos way. When
you say so, I said yes, Aqualano. Can you explain it?
Aquala or the behavior of fear,
okay.
Because Yaka say, Aqualapi or Honoma, hey, woman is so cross in China, Mano.
Okay.
Some of Frano, dear, send you.
Oh, you were saying, say, Enqualao, no, they are gifts from God. And akolebia could an temperament. And when, even not just akolebia, obia when subai. And I'm sure say with Omano, uni mobia weak point, and uni mobia strength. So what did they say? Me use me one example. Me 4 me one. Me ba penny no, any to me back at one. Obia different, obia behavior different. But you as the parent, the closer you are with your child, you get to know what they like and what they don't like. Now, bringing up a child is not easy. They will test you, they will push you, they will do everything. Now the question is, who is the parent? And who is the child? So what did they mention? Majority of your Africans and the Mecca, you don't sugarcoat. Ejuma hiya no more than studying no more.
Only your question be anaka kola be bisa me se me misa.
Okay. Ejuma hiya say me kwa ejuma, me ka say me kwa ejuma, bet your bills anyway say. Yes, that's there, but you have brought another responsibility to this world that needs to be looked after. Or me that be me catch me for me war post office. Me I used to say to them, me free officer, me say I'm now going to my full-time job. Because my full-time job no fee. I hire me part-time. So what did they mention us? Because me baba pay my attention for their homework. Me baba pay my attention for something else. Mommy, yes, you have to be there. Now, here is the case. Where asa and near happen with this generation. No. If you don't ride with the kids, listen to this. The kids will ride you. Oh. Okay. If you don't ride, so when a man move and no man you're closer, they will ride you. Oh. How would they ride you? Let me give you an example. I was in the house with my 15-year-old child. And because I'm so close with her, we laugh, we do everything, I've given them the platform to say anything you tell me, even if it's wrong. Tell me, and then I won't judge you, but I'll say, oh, Nana, next time I think you should have done it this way. I agree with what you did, but next time let's tweak it and do it this way. So the bear it will be good. If it's bad, then I think wait an hour you're good, but because you're saying I'm gonna be bad. So next time, you see, it's all about the way you say it. So the bear can feel comfortable to tell you more the next time. Now, there's a new one of the social media platform, I forgot the name, and she was there talking to her friends, and one of the friends and the boys in the jump into the conversation, and he made a joke, or make a joke and I'm about to answer joke and was switching the conversation to me banner. Now 15 years ago. What the boy asked my child was, do you want to exchange? Now as a parent, this is where they write you. If I ask you, you and I, do you want to exchange? What do you understand about you and want to exchange? It'd be a conversation, and I say. Okay. In their world, it doesn't work like that. In all world, enye jumasa. Thank you. They have said, if you don't ride with them to learn the things that they are learning, when it's too late. Say, do you want to exchange? Abranti any person or no chane whom for need the better me bano. Na me bano so chane the mano. Oh, the same for need them colano self you could when you can symphony and young for need to say me no me no any money atadia washan and 9 see how did you want me you. Sabi o chane bema. And no one send the ama me bani say me bani so me any name no chane baby. No some fan sending no. I know na exchange no. And yet what happen and ban it when I'm saying na do say ma me hwade obi dey send me. Me go here abrantie ye yi negina so na wo 15 te so be ba na o. And we twa no dey abre no. E wa na ban yi ne nem mpaboa. E no twa de nem so onye no fa nko chere maame because ono de ne dey chere maame. E wa na abrantie ne block you. Now hear this. If you say akolanity fee no, one ne nka. 2 or mama no papa ti work kaka wo 170 until me kwa no mama no parents ni nkomo e no ya kola boni so to speak ka dwen say what will happen odwen says obi show love e de kire no e wa yi ni nkomo na omudi wo we say no enti ka kola no kana bi nsesa e ma no nya de branch and person ye So what did I mention? I say, ain't no obi wa akola bi wo if you ask the question say akola onya akola boni akola bi wo all she need is attention. And you cannot tell me say akola bi anyone want attention. So in order for you to get my attention, say maybe sir na say I will misbehave for you to know say me too I'm here. Akola bi anyone more ya ade na say do odo e bi nsem ma no ye ya obeka still I'm still doing it. No way. Or pay attention. I don't want to give it because you are busy working. You are busy with your phone. So no now for you spend more time on the phone with your friends, gossiping and yapping and talking about unnecessary things rather than speaking to your child and asking your child, how was your day today at school?
Unnecessary, because said ye ni mono ya tu batabo be manso. So what I say, ye ba you better you make a crap pace, be to your hona, will be who na partner or see a coffee to go to 3 weeks, not 4 months. And I said 2 months near them. Now, Apollonia says so, Apollonia, what I say, 7 papa, and I said, no, man, yes, you may be tea. I was so no Sapolano, I just told no so to you.
Uncle, I said, no, Connie. Wouldn't you send me and Colama?
They tell me, besides, I said, I could be a frame me. And I was sick of a so medium como and common medium, which we say. Ubi some about program here starting. Now I say lady be Cassia and a lady Nicasa no Becasano. No, Pesa no Colano Pessoa, Cherry say lady no or Nim said ye and Colano Mufino or Mocassa because my many free sell near the Manicassan and Colana Cafe. No, say, Uncle, the reason why I called you is I need to ask you about my school. My mom is there, my dad is there, but I don't know who I can talk to because they are so busy to listen to me. It's who can't hold Kakana. Okay. Just sir, and I said, me and fan quite nasa, me see just sir because you see a two is Bema. So I send a Bema to Sebi, me and Yetri, and I said Bema Yetri with you. Nitia Papa Frasano, Nasi Ufia, Ufi said, Woos of Mammy Rasta. A dear Nabaco
with Aquala. Where on say children Nankasan or Mwankasa go through their own stress. We sometimes think it's and Kolani should understand us because just as you said, you know, Juma, ye tia bill, ye say we sit down or fee or ye waiting to know all the time. Bra. Obia sit down yes you ho. And I know I don't be where me I could see me and Casa of an edican. How did you help your child? Kwa in here. What did I mention? Say, leave a good legacy with your child, with a good relationship with your child, and no near Japadi than the physical and near ma obey sit down yes you. I talk as I bibia. Not say there's no love between you and your children. What's the point? I don't rate you, honestly. Muntina may break me. I said to my children, all of them say, listen, muye mi savings account. Muye me bank account, muye me investment, muye me bitcoins. So whatever I'm putting in you guys, you know, I'm expecting the interest rate when me nimi kuya kwa pension near to honoma. Then I see my children coming to me, kissing me, you know, hugging me. Hello, mommy, we love you. So money cannot buy those quality things, you know. Papa, hey, listen. Michael Jackson had all the money. But those things, you know, he was still complaining, so he was lacking it. So come on. Money cannot buy everything. So obi yare. Obi tikrom hase o yare. Nema wosika. Yade na koke home. As still, the person is still feeling say onye bibi. Eyeden. E won enche. Bra ni pa de. But ne nam ni intimate. So what did they mention? I say, and Chromohan, you and I know, so be also, me benny, me bunny, or yini, my mini, up and Jacoto National Care Home. My mother is 76 years old, me 11-year-old, or in a handbag. Every blessed day, this boy is with grandma, kissing her, hugging her, doing this, all the children doing, and no crying. And mommy, who crampo ton more. So what did they mention? Rather than sending back to care home, now on will be near Shannon. Now there is no love. What did I mention? I say, and to you as the parents, you know, what do you call by? Yes, we understand you have all those responsibilities, you know. One thing I do, me fan to be there home, but it will help. We all learn every day. I ask the kids, we have a day where we play mom and dad games. and children's game. That day, I get to pick one of the kids and behave like the way they behave. Daddy gets to pick one of the boys and behave the way they behave. And the kids pick your behavior. And to that day, Juanita could be me, or Ellie could be me. Junior will be daddy, and they will talk like daddy. They will behave the way daddy is behaving. And it's so amazing. So sometimes we don't even notice. This is how we are behaving. What did they mean? But after that, we sit back and we reflect on. And in
other words, next time, Colano,
everything. So today, I said, this is why I was saying to you, sir, in some cases, it's good when one is not there. Where there is domestic violence and there's physically and mentally abuse, because you are not teaching the child anything.
Okay. That's Sofo Mame. And you know, I don't trust you the way you say. And that's Sofo Mame Rasta Atanasi, but church, boom.
Oh, say
so you can ask a breaker, yet the uncle break your hair, but with me, I subscribe, but not Tembiano, about Sofo Mame about Betanasi, about Channel, Sofo Mame, with Pessimic besides. You were Janum be your house, Sebi. Tibon Koso said the tree for back home. So they say, you can't go for a piano wobble because now if you're Nimushi, so just into Sa a jano. A quite banner bit me a fast dia bois, Sa a jana, said, oh, fear, as you soon need to be a bit me a day. Aye,
I'm happy, so we say assassin. We say there was a parent, let me deal with her. Mammy nim papa nim. And yen nature there is baby are you free.
Some culture now last now
some classic culture any baby are free you travel for something. What to coin? What a baby? Yes, so when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do.
Before so but also your culture no so what I say a rich.
Yes.
But you can say culture.
Some.
Okay. When I'm a person boss.
Some. Yeah, all of them. Listen, I love my culture.
Good.
African culture is one of the richest.
I think it's
no. Bra, hey, Mami Chawade. Yen culture does not teach us to be ignorant and arrogant. Let's note that. Obibiana, oh, baby, are you free? No, stop talking rubbish. Baby, are you free? No, you try and see this boade. Baby, are you free? You try and see this yadepa. So what did they mention? Just like Bible moon say, maybe more picky quotation be and molding the way on best molded to suit them. No, sabi no my your culture necessary be. So what did they mention? I say, Oma taking so many be, and Oma twisting no just to suit their selfish needs. And Omujina so no more they cancel. Your culture, over papa me catch yourself or buy a dear channel. No, let's face fact.
Any baby,
what is so mammy and I saw I mean no papa to honomono or Mako trim Panaba Bijana, you didn't disrespecting that. And never Mabako trim Panani, we are in the presence of me anymore or be disrespecting no for the side chick to see say yes, me a bema. And you talk about culture, see a culture, no, yeah, papa no more worry me, no, papa no more worry me. Did you ever see your father or your mother no, being disrespected? If you really want to go there, let's go there. Now, let's talk about papa ni mami ya omunim. I was saying to you, say me fa mami bi, papa ni mami nim. Our retire by. What I did was I helped the woman to learn from the banner. This is what she did. Akwalani the school work bebe fie. Akwalani ni mukran when 1 or 2 bi. Mami, this is how your teacher ni here day. Echere me. Now all mama ni nyina here day e dia ba. Whilst I'm teaching akwalano. Na mama ni so timbi, na me teach you so bi. At a point, I had to let the woman go and do ESOL, which is basic maths and English. Now, it comes with commitment and sacrifice. So today, how serious are you to and willing to learn something? But ebi wo ho no ma obekere no. Oh sister me dey so nim say me ntimi nsi ahwe.
Me dey my bond.
Me dey my bond. So what you say? Ni mentality ni nyina oh me dey me ntimi. Forgetting say oba no so no. The child will need you one way or the other. What did they mention? I say now if you're committed and you're willing to say okay, I'm a mother. I need to help my child. I can't do it. Me ferry. What's the best way to go about it? Okay, if I'm getting help, then me nobody na yebeko school. My many drop on the banner. No, so go any course. At the end, and then this woman, thank be to God, no nim se one co school no. Nema 4 ni na 3 are graduating. I'm a 1 year masters. Baby no, I feel no ever secondary school. So to the mention I say, even though there was separation, Papa ni went in the way, but the woman managed to finish her ESO and Oyejuma hospital.
Oh, okay.
So we shouldn't say because they say me. How are we going to help ourselves? The same way you want let's find help by educating ourselves.
Excuse.
It's just pure excuse. No more.
Sofo Mame. Watch see, and person question be a tell bisa me my betna receipt you say. E ma e no motena no. Eya omo ye omo so se e ma. Ah say no motena. O fi ana.
Nya omo nyina.
Chichim.
Okay. May there be because I'm like my mind. You either love me or you hate me.
Rasta.
Charlie. And the truth hurts. But truth is the good quality medicine that will heal you. Obabi tifi na no bro ni kunuso. I've been married all these years and I sit here and I'll be bold and put my hand on my chest and say, not once have I disrespected my husband. Because Obia Oyetri, don't forget without the head you cannot walk. And you are dead. Emma bi wo ho no ma omo che mema. Omo momo na ye mema no. E na mema ni momo baba ye nkwala. Not even oba. So what did they mention I say? We need to humble ourselves. Near lower volume the cry. Because it won't go anywhere.
That's it say so no sometimes no person it said don't become baby no beka say eno ye bejimi bre bejimi no mo ka cho na wo see and the by match me no about me ye.
Is it?
Sound do bia no.
Is it? I natural.
Me de minimo say sebe o ma betena he na no yin ba bi betena so kire na adwene afa say de osuti o chichi ono so kan de afa
say de obema ye no oba betimi aye. In which way?
Any some 100 year was it the bema ye oba betimi hono na before
let me say this. No way and no way. Wo betimi aka say juma. Say dia position wise. Say the position na oba betimi ye no. Bema betimi, that's different. When we are talking about physical appearance and physical things that we are doing, so ejuma we na me the same role, no one person can, that's different. But when we are talking about in terms of your lifestyle, any bibia there is nowhere so oba betimi aka say there me bema ye na betimi aye bi. Sabi unkuta dia. Ya me bo different from the person. Adwenkyere kuta wo no, different from wokunu. You are there to add up to whatever God has given to Bema. So what did I mention? I say, but you cannot add too much salt into a food that and that's where people are going wrong. Okay.
Now on the bad side, what about the good side?
The good side will balance the food. I'm a diane too much. You see, too much of everything is bad. Maybe look down on omukunu because they say, oh, ejuma me ye krampo no, ye tua me kase. So what did they mention? I say, and I say, ejuma me ye me when munyam se or what's that?
Odo. Obeto him me sell. Yeah, meme. Yeah, you should see act very well to a man now.
Not really. Most me saying you said something.
But you and the candy beer, but
many so far said, me the Okofaba has say, and then go for him, says Sabi.
And I'm saying, the candy beer, the woman. So, Miss Mitchell, the Bama, Miss. Okay,
the most important thing for one, Oba, is to respect your partner. So the way the man will love you more.
But not the other way around.
Both way. Men needs to show how to love and respect as well to their partner. Let me tell you something. We don't ask for much. But the little that you give us, we appreciate and push us to do more. Obadia. When Obana is being showing love and affection from the partner now, it boosts you and it gives you the edge to do more, just to receive that love from your partner. Just as a man would deserve respect from other half. What did I mention? If my husband comes to me, cuddle me up, kiss me, show to me so you love me, I will jump loops for him to show him respect. I'm not asking you to give me thousands upon thousands just to open your house and open. But never kitten be honoma. And I make a choice say some ecophobia make oh your culture and say say. Growing up, me papa, me mama to honoma pay. No, I be kissing a phone. And we're talking about in the what? In the 60s, 70s, and those, my dad used to come and kiss my mom. But we all I say, oh, you're Ghana, you're young papa, you're who's signing. That's rubbish. What did they mention? I say, and I saw bar, hey, and now, what me na bema. Oh, peer free, fear hold of my penno. Neirish Democrat, the wife will hear a mrania, or they born before grandpa and sana, why they were Pia Bonting. Me na Pia, na me don't know where no, I shall say, and I say, or Bonham Rani, or I'm sure say you watch all these, or Sofo and you will say, or P, and no, I'm or Papa, on it. So what did I mention? I say, those kind of little vibes, was so nice and rich, which is your culture. And then who baby is always adding.
A view?
No. Some do. What you say? And those who do get a good results from the wives.
Okay, let me see me.
So what did they mention? I say, if you pray, Bible said, listen, if you don't praise me, I will raise stones to even praise me. It's in the Bible. Now, if you don't praise your wife, or if you don't praise your husband, what do you think is going to happen?
So
and it's even insulting, crafty here say, Nyakupon says, why praise me? Me raise a boy to come and even praise me. Now here, who obano? So one praise you, I respect it. Obema no anye the same. One others obema.
Okay. So Mame, said yes, say. So my you were free sir man see because you say fatherless. Yes. And when I say don't know round here, the okay and I ask what share your person be so. You see a free baby invisible dad. Invisible dad, and I say, meaning 7 word ja. Yamin in the tea. Me do her, the me pay obey your mammy say, me mammy, be him be out discover my mammy, because me near account to the mamma, where I had the baby mammy. It just sounds so to be the man.
They should keep on doing whatever they are doing, but more needs to be done.
More since
in a way, no. Okay. Also, be a because of misunderstanding. They had the two of them have they've gone their separate way. Still, no papa no sorry, any responsibilities. Ni sika so they come a colano or whatever anyway. But in the presence, it's not there. As I said from the beginning, and I'll say it again, the two of you are not helping the child. Money is not everything. Spending quality time with your child, money cannot replace it or buy it. What did they mention? I said, because akolani be here so we can be a child papa no. Obe here so be bisa ne papa ni bibi. Obe here so be bisa ne mami ni bibi. Say your bar, na so no so your bar. As a mother to mother, you must have a conversation and have some connection with your child. Yes, kana wode ba no. Skana wode ba na, that's not what the children want. Because at the end of the day, e won kwala dream say they me pay bia me mama ne papa be dey. E beta mama. What about kasa? Mami ko school ne, say ne kokoto me. Daddy me ko school ne, say ne kokoto me. Oh, I think say nana obi your side na me fi no. Because next time no uko e bia say ne be dey. E beto akola ndia to ni tu. Oko school ne nipa kro na asa be the same thing na. let me not do it because me mama catch me, son, me papa catch me so. Me nyɛ saa de way because me ya ebi ase na be den ebesi. Na ampeni ampa ebi ade na obi wode akoye obi fufo na adekode na si. Boss aklani fi school ba no di me ka. Mommy, guess what? Asam no aka kyerɛ me no. Maanye no, ode koye obi eye no. Say na ade ne ye den. Eye. Oh, the joy so to them and say the speed I would be fear crown to come. There's so many times I'll be in the office. Me bad third one ever frame me because of a foot to be a man. No, mom, time and I be feel me so me do feel I can't wait for you to come because I want to tell you something. Me not to get it. Ever someone, mom, look at someone catch me no. Man, no me call school will be we say no say, and I was thinking, oh my God, I could have got myself into so much trouble. So what did they mention? Money cannot buy that little trust na odi ato akola ni trimu no ana sa seed na wa so no even if say anya yi na it will live with the child forever I nache no ono so betimi di bia eden a kire ne nanfofo ana na enu ana busuafo say ade we nye because manya bi me hu say na ye den now when they say ade so into the dream ya na mama ne papa so what did mention so yes papa no ni ho. The only thing I will say is, even though you are doing your best with when it comes to physical things, try as much as possible to also draw closer to the child, have quality time with your child, and speak to your child. Say the beya, bibi I want to mean can't share the mama no. Obetimi waka. So what I say? And as bibi I want to mean can't share papa no so no. Obetimi akachre. Oh, mommy, the other way. And then the two of you, which is the 1+1, no. I said, be or me ma be catch me. Or when him some papa nim, but he called them my papa money. But on papa soon be ever so when you must no. But ideas are daddy beba me. I am in your become me a final response. No. I go and present it to the kids with the impression say, many mommy will secret.
Oh.
What I say? Mom, I'm telling you this, but don't tell that. Okay. But if I feel say at some way too deep, I said daddy, I do. Babe, I'm gonna say you me, but they don't know say I'm telling you. But you two, they just watch, don't react. What do you think about it? Oh, I think say wait the moment you say okay. Then I've got the idea. Then I speak to them about it in the A. It's almost the way said in Nabana said glory in Ibana yes. Then daddy will come in and say, oh, then I'm saying so. Nana ye say, but sometimes I don't even have to say, they jump over me and go, Dad, you know said this happened and I spoke to mom and mom said say I should do this, but exactly what mom said, and a year day happy new year. And I was so happy. And then daddy said, oh really? So you and mom have secrets? And I said, oh daddy, please, I feel no about but any day, say the children didn't get themselves into trouble, but rather they listen. And no papa necessarily he didn't feel left out. He felt to say he contributed to the reason why. And then I draw the kids' attention to it to say, oh, daddy was, daddy even gave me this idea to give you guys, saying, oh, he's a mommy. Yes. Oh, so that bond, say papa ni one man, that doesn't mean say because you are not there into me, you should be shut off. No. There must be some kind of arrangement between the two parties, to see how best they can rotate. And just, sometimes it's good for you. When we have Kolanis, I know we can spend some quality time, but it gives you 2 time to have a little break. So what did they mention? And also help the child. And also, they're not living. So we cannot see they are not living together. But the child must have some quality time with the father outside. The mothers too should also have a little break. And so, papa one or calling papa papa could grow. So what they mention? Get to know daddy's daily routine or some kind of things that daddy is saying. Spend that quality time with daddy. Whilst you, the mother, also having some time off to do your own personal things. But what I don't want to see, they say, oh papa Kasiano, or yeah this, or yeah this, or yeah this, alcohol, any. So what they mention you guys are destroying the children's mind. Because not a behavior no one papa no. And yet they are you are building the hate bridge.
I was gonna ask something to do with poisoning and colano our minds.
People me pa maturity for Miss Ramo be brave me koto jogu form. Say only bema be intimate na bio. Now you two decide the same be jaya. Munjai in on a good note. But say enkwala wo na say mo be bibi a mon getting kwalani involved in a decision that you guys will take. Some motion na some muntimia. Mommy, stop poison or managing. So papa kwasi I said we kwasi anga kofa no. Ade bi wo honom ne ya it's like you are not using your head.
So omode yawo.
Auntie, it's 1+1 conversation. We've been hurt before. But I will be damned to sit here and say whatever I went through, I will let my children face it. No. What the yaw, papa, one why me baby? So what did I mention and say? I plan them or they why you baby? Onya wo she. When you kunanya sem. Enti ase anya den, anya adwuma. Kai hu say atemdie no me na wo ye ni nyina no. Just because oni we giant na bi nka wo. Ebi be count because one ne wo ba. Oh yes.
Adwenkyere one.
Ebi be count because one ne wo ba. She mommy can show say uti we be bre. God forbid. Kasa sem ni kire wo ba no. Bre ne ba ho aso de ba kokoda.
Well, so
okay, so why say it? What do you say papa no kwa na benya no? So ba yare. Brian fan is okay. Mama no papa ni. And you see it so many times.
Yeah.
Oma jai. Omu woba. Akola na yare. Na phone call aba. Mo ba ni yare o. Wan be kan ho. Ye mama no papa no. Ye ka say papa ni mama ni gianti. Minko. Ana mo ba no there's a trouble. Ubeka se menene mama gianti minko. So now you cursing the child, you know. Says our trouble neba. Why be affecting no?
Okay, so now in other words, inflect cases no into general experience now.
You and the kids.
Oh wow.
Bible said words are powerful. And at some idea we should use it more to bless than to curse.
Hallelujah.
Because asama wodi wa no kano obebre na fe akola na bra erade ade na me kwa me ba no wo bre why me kan ye. You sow the seed into the child's life.
Yeah. So
stop saying it.
So mami rasta wakasa na me pese ye be read. Pese be say question back about more fra say be also wan kasa kuta 9 and I won kora be so be and say what your more show man and so no so emu 9 crampo ne say be omo jan mu yede eni ho na sa nkola na omo jani ho no edian obetimi ma edian typical so no mo kasa typical conversation be na no omo wo enya and I said dear pa na nkola ne ka kire wo ma wo hu say this is what we are missing.
The thing is Omo abani ho no. En shranka nyame ne mikunu say mikunu eye father to all children. And because of that the children don't lack anything. Or they don't have when you say you miss the presence of Bema figure in our life. But rather than what we are trying to do is to help the fathers and the real fathers to come on board. Because they don't know what they are missing. What did they mention us in? So far, thank God, 3 of them have seen sense. And they are on board. And truthfully, I'm sure say Omoshe, and they will see it on my so they will see, they can testify for that. But those who have become arrogant anyway, saying and then they wish they said they were not. But we are not perfect to judge anybody. What did they mention? I said, when we are young, we do stupid things. But as we grow, my prayer to them is because right now, both sides it was true. But because we don't want the children to see all those things in it, and I'm a take or free the 2 parties for them to work on themselves And then when everything cools down, because as I said, and children are raw. Whatever you sow in them, and nobody being you've seen me walking with so many children calling me mom, and so no more mommy or more now. What did they mention? I say they all so what did they mention? I say, and it's so bad. They say when I even travel with them, they tell the immigration officer that's my mom, and so we are not holding the same surname, and the immigration officers cannot even say anything. Say it's not true because Busama say be anakola nankasa hede. You are no. So what did they mention? I say, children are loved. They need love. And mommy papa no. Sometimes I always say this. Say our rijaye. Yes, but take it this way. You went to school. You go to school no. You start kindergarten or reception. I say we will call it. Because year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Okay, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. No, there are some classmates you leave them behind. What did I mention? I say, and there's different things that you are learning as you grow. Let's take our radar away. Obi bawa brabo to come and teach you 1 or 2 things for you to become a better person. So what did I mention? Obi also bawa brabo to come and stop you doing certain things. Because they are now go too fast. So you needed to break. To be able to focus. So Bible says, whatever happens to us, we must give thanks to God. And in all things, we must give thanks to God. Or no before and son even year way. So what did they mention? God knew you were going to go through this. Now, out of that thing, how have your life changed or how has it affected your life? Are you going to dwell on the past or on the pain? Or are you going to focus yourself and channel yourself to move on to become the better person you are? Majority of the people they get stuck in the transition. Say, my depressed, I'm hurt. So me to baby I'm here now. Tena hono, then na yeko. Don't keep sitting there. Me auntie back was say, Danny Drew honoma. I catch her and say me I say me. But the moment now na say hey ya. So heavy what up me ko bia. We get na no na no the moment now hono but some je wo we dey. Me ma won ye we say so at the meeting because e bia na do buy we say me no. Me nti me anwie because my so ding. So at the meeting I say we must learn to push ourselves forward. And we must learn to bring our children close so that they don't override us.
Okay, that's it. And you know, said the apofra sebi ne papa sebi we free. Abofra so no kwan be na betim this abofra fa so. We the born a free 1 minute be pay na.
Ewo is something na ebe to ubia. And this is what I was saying to you beginning. He said we need to be careful what we sow in the hearts of our children. Meaning, but with all these things, being the dad not being there, there's one thing that they remember: the times that they spend with their dad. What I say? Yeah. The laughter, the things that they did with their dad. They can sit here and talk about it. You will not see one tear drop.
Wow.
But rather, no, Syrian.
That's very good.
So what I say? And hear the joke. The mom and dad was not together.
Okay.
But the children, the two of them, had a routine where Nkolani would sometimes go and spend some time with their dad. And so what did they mention? I say? And with all these things, Papa knew, they lived on the memory that the dad implanted in them. Now let's flip it the other way around. If he was Bonnie, and I had him the day, and I had all these things, and the Catholic can come money Papa in a good way. So what did they mention? I say, children who that are not there, certain of them because we have said whatever we do, we need to be careful. Because 1 + 1 here, we mama no ni see one term. So what I say, ain't no say, would be a odo, na some day a eto and colani 3 more. Whatever you put in there, and no colani super far. No more dear, there some dear day.
All right. Say, I can't come here. So me say my your last be a futu be the bema awufo adofo nkwala nyanka ene o ma o yeti o ma kwatu bi ba hwe omo no di en kakra betini ade atu omo fo
a futu a me de bema etefo nyina ne se nkwala ye nhira nkwala ye animonyam eso and Bible say suffer the little children for they are the kingdom of God. And kwala the kingdom of God into say what ti obi pakra na wo hwe na kan who's the kingdom of God na de na befi. So what did mention I say? And na wo akwala so de ne befi a wo di nyame kingdom ayede aba ofi. I always use this example say wo hu akwala o efi a akwala wo aduane asada. Oba kan so wo beka che oni say na me ni hwe so me ni me bagari ni edi dai. Gari is food. What did they mention? I say, Yanti so because a diani cry dear, and in your crying in and something, God will cause something to happen because of the sake of the child in the house. What did they mention? I say, Mammy, when a papa ni honomoha, Miss Ramo, Mumano ayamo treasure, Mumano ayamo gold. Anything that you would do to preserve the gold, being, a value, ediamamono. That's where my attention should go to. Not to destroy the children's mind. Because, say gold. Now one nanny gold na into common GL and now duster. It was the value in your so what I say? Why go through pregnancy and you saying with the processing of being the gold in a diamond and I said we say to your now if we colani and I'm destroy I'm gonna say into a to Miss Ramo about time so who kunu me no moti hono se munti mi ent na say to come together to raise your children. There must be an arrangement between the two of you, Mofa peniform remo, mofa counselors in rem. The problem with us is sometimes these two people feel so proud and you so seeking for help. But seeking for help is not a bad thing. Seeking for help means to say you yourself when you are big enough to say, you know what, I cannot do this my own. I need someone to help me. So what did they mention? You see, a team Adwenkyere na nye ba ayi baako. So what did they mention? Ebia de me and to me is good. But to you, minia, yenye ni se kakra ni share. So what did they mention? We ni se kakra. But you see, funny saying, ni pa boniye for me hu ni pa papa for. Obi wo ha me ko kama so tre minia no. Obe twisting no, aye no bibi. That shouldn't stop you. You must know your friends. Frenemies. You must know your friends that you speak to. Someone who is with you all the time. It doesn't have to be Ukromini. It doesn't have to be Unia. It could be just Wadam Fubika Caribbean. Oh, Charlie, I think Sanami Baye anyway. So what did they mention? What do you think when it comes to pick people's idea? I used to walk on the road and do surveys and ask people, what do you think about this? Not knowing it was for me and Kasami.
Oh, that was clever.
So what did I mean? I'm doing a survey for these people, and out of this, what do you think of these things? Now maybe say Jamaica for, that's a real for. Maybe say we may not for. No. We say me I got a make idea to add it to me kunu dear to tell me say that the decision I person taking. This is what other people think.
Thank you.
So what I say, which will help you. That's seeking for help in a clever way. To Miss Ramo, Mammy and Papa no Miss Ramo. Ye man memo ma ejuma sem any ebia my bread. My 5 minutes of your time can, help your child so much. 10 minutes of your time can help your child so much. Now you for odontitin kwalano. So the be almost so be no be nshira e di amaye. Ni enso yasum sebe adwoyin.
Sofo Mame Rascal. And you know so what TV free Sofo Mame Rascal. Na ke nyewe wo an kesi e bobo so kwa eche. Me person ko no an kasa no Rascal no be wonya free ni na between my dear. Ye tena se e be ka ye ma no ho asem. Mmofra no asem ye nua no asem sebe bi okra papa for na say mema mpanyifo na say ba mpanyifo bi okra ni papa ni in life no so to me have an effect on them in their lives and no nyama bebre no se ye mpese e beto aso na se ye pese e twa so a Adwenkyere one ha so I say tem bia no wo be hwe yen T-Bonsu media wo ko YouTube aye ho nom no ubetimi kra so ubetimi atro obema comment opeso betena hot seat so ha kwan da ha se betimi so bele abekye wadwene enwanom ni yie mu ntini atena se ni yie mu ntini beto aso ena wo so wanya kwan a obenya mra wo de behwe enti no susu no yebeden yesu benya mra bia yeden atena se se ani odi nkomo enuanom see be free here me fi se bi Sofo Mame be sori free here no waka bibi kakra akwana to wadwenim se be waka bibi kra na won na nti anya adwene kra na se do sika wo se ono aye survey and say comment box no obetima tro ho na de amaye ye damase ye frame ode no dimpa